Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today, the fans voted, and they want to see Roll for the Galaxy.
That's right.
And
we couldn't do it on Sunday, so we're going to do it today.
Today
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to try with both expansions.
That's right. Pieces of both expansions.
You don't have to
play
modular.
with everything. Yeah, they're very modular.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be playing with the objective tiles. We are not going to be playing with the deal game. We are going to be playing with the orb game, which is going to have these really cool, big, huge, chunky dice where you can change the faces of the dice. Much like some of my other favorite Tom Lehman games.
Whenever Dice Realms comes out.
It's so good. So those come with these really cool modular faces on the die. You actually can upgrade your die to whatever you want it to be.
There are a lot of options on this handy-dandy reference sheet that you can't really see very much, but we'll talk about it.
So this is for the orb game, and this is for the deal game, which both use the modular dice. That is one of the expansions for Roll for the Galaxy. So if you don't know how to play, never fear. We will teach you
here.
We will teach you the base game, and then we will throw the expansions at you, so it'll just go. It'll be way too much. It'll become easier to figure out once we've started playing. So, I guess let's go to the game board, and I'll try to. It's a Derek face. I'll try to help you guys understand how this goes. If you want, you can actually play Roll for the Galaxy on Board Game Arena.
Oh, yeah. It's there.
I don't know if the expansions are there, but all the other stuff is.
And you can there's a new app that came out last year.
What?
On Steam. It's really nice
as
well.
Oh, do I have that yet?
I have it.
I don't know. I need it if I don't already have it.
You don't need it.
Oh, I need it.
He needs it.
This is one of my favorite games. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it might not look like there's a lot out here, but there's a whole bunch of dice over here that we can use.
And that's not even all of them.
No, there's still a lot of dice.
It's ongoing for days.
What we are going to do is we are going to roll dice and we are going to assign them to certain phases. Much like you have in Race for the Galaxy, how like you both decide what phase is going to become active and then you reveal. Well, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do that with dice instead of with cards. So there are actually, base game. There are five different phases.
Five.
And covering up these 6 phases here. There are 5 phases that you normally have to deal with in the base game. So the most difficult thing to figure out in this game is how to assign them to those phases, because there are reassigned powers and this, that, and the other, and you have to know how to say this is the phase I want played. So you're going to have a certain amount of dice in your cup. This big, huge die is part of the expansion, which we talked about just a second ago. All players will have 3 white dice in their cup. With the expansion, it turns into 2 white dice and a black die. These white dice are called home dice. The black die is going to act like a home die, but it has more symbols on it. So we'll just keep it at that for now. All the players are going to have 2 white dice in their citizenry. Why do I have extra dice on there? Oh, because we get to start with some tiles, which are planets. There are developments and there are colonies that you can create. Everything with a triangle is a development, and you are going to spend developed dice in order to create these developments. Each of these developments will have certain powers on them. If it has a 1 on it, you will create it when there is a 1. But I already have this. It's just worth 1 point to me now.
At the end of the game.
At the end of the game. This is a 4-point planet. It takes normally 4 dice to colonize a 4-point planet. But I already have this built, so it's going to be worth 4 points to me at the end of the game. And it gives me a white die in my citizenry.
That's not great.
In addition, everyone is going to start off with a starting world, which they all have these little notches in the corner. This is a 0-point world. But hey, I get 2 of these cyan dice in my citizenry. dice generate stuff to do. The more dice you have, the better. Not all dice are equal. There are different faces on each of these dice. And the player aid, which is huge and has a lot of good stuff on it, the player aid says exactly how many of which face is on each die. The cyan die is good for people who like to ship and, what do they call? For produce and ship. Produce goods and then ship those goods. That's Steph's favorite strategy.
I love that.
Because I drew these tiles, I'm basically likely going to be going after a produce strategy.
Yeah, with those planets, absolutely.
So, each player also starts out with one development and one planet that is in their build queue. You can either start off with them on one side. Every tile has one development and one planet on it. So you're going to start off with one side or the other side. I figured a 5-point planet or development would be difficult. I'm going to start off with both of them on the 2 side. Steph decided to start out the opposite with a 4-point development and a 6-point planet on deck for her right off the bat.
Well, my reasoning for this is because they get me more dice. The other sides don't get me more dice.
And dice are important. Hey, thanks for following.
Thank you for following. Hello, friend.
So, how do I get dice out of my citizenry and roll them into my cup? Well, when a die is used, it goes into the citizenry. Then you spend these dollars to put them in your cup. Every time you drop down to $0, it's going to come back to you. If I can find an extra player shield, I may not be able to find one easily.
Without the whole box falling
without
over.
Everything falling apart. So, as you can see, it actually tells you like what happens on each of these turns here. Once you use these dice, they're going to go back into your citizenry. If you pay for them, they're going to go back into your cup. And every time you spend your last dollar, at the end of the turn, it's going to go back up to one whopping dollar. And I'm going to tell you how to get more dollars. So every dollar you put is going to give you one more die back into your cup. Prime you don't say, prime you don't say. Tiny hat Steph. That is, that's one of the prime icons.
I do have a tiny hat.
You do have a tiny hat. So, let's just say I had all these dice in my cup. So I'm gonna show you how to assign dice to phases. This is the meat of the game. So let's say I roll this mess of dice. Ta-da! This would be even better if this was the only thing on the screen at the moment, because all of the dice down there is like really distracting. So what we are going to do is the phase that you really want to happen, you are going to assign one and exactly one die to this strip. And that is the phase you want to make happen. Now, here's the thing. The die you put here does not even have to match. You notice you got some dice with asterisk on it and some dice that show a specific phase. So, if I want develop to happen, I probably want to put one of these non-developed dice in that spot. Because like I said, remember, it does not have to match. All of the other dice have to match the phase you want. So, hey, there's a develop. I've got that there. This is an asterisk. It means it matches anything. Then I got a bunch of this crap here. Well, these are going to normally go down here. This is going to go here, here, and here. All right. So, then if this is what I want to stop at, I know I'm going to get 3 dice in development for sure. I don't know what else is going to happen, but that's definitely going to happen. So, I reveal my shield. I reveal my dice like this. Steph reveals hers, and whatever she has selected and whatever I have selected are indeed going to happen.
I choose Explore.
You choose Explore. So these are going to happen. These are going to happen. These go back in my cup because these phases don't happen. Now, in a 2-player game and a 2-player game only, we are going to take an additional color. Normally it's a white die. With the expansions, it turns into a black die, and we're going to roll to see what phases are going to pop up. With the special black die, if it is an asterisk, that's not going to happen. No extra phases are going to happen.
Yeah.
The white die is one of each of the faces. I think it has 2 explore on it. Yeah, 2 explore and 1 of each of the other ones. No asterisk. The black has an asterisk. If there are 2 phases on it, both of those phases will happen. So it adds a little bit of variability to a 2-player game. Sometimes it'll be a few phases, sometimes it'll be a lot of phases, but we're just not quite sure. And then we will do each of these phases in order. This is the hard part to get, is that you can put 1 die on the strip.
Well, you have to.
You have to put 1 die on the strip, and it does not have to match. Everything else has to match. Well, not exactly. Everybody has a reassigned power, which means you can kick off 1 die to your cup to put 1 die under any phase you want. Basically, it turns that die into a wild die. Normally, you'll put the die up here to show the other players that you're not cheating by putting this here. You actually use the reassigned power. So that's what that is. There's also a dictate power. What is that?
That's what you just explained. I don't know the other one. You may reassign 1 worker to become a researcher. Oh, researcher is the new addition, so that is a new expansion.
I said so that was dictate. I said dictate to reassign.
Yeah.
You may reassign 1 worker to become a dealer. Oh, dealer is this little $sign, and I think that's done with the deal game, not the orb game. I think this gives dollars. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Deal. Either open or join a deal or refuse to deal. Researcher, do 2 points of orb face upgrades.
Oh, nice.
So that's how to... The $sign is how to get... Upgrade your orb face. And your orb is this cool little thing.
Cool.
So that is the hard thing to figure out, is how do you put dice on the strip?
So that's that's like a bonus free action you can do for researching.
Yes.
So that makes
sense. That's good. That's good for us to know. So what happens if you put dice on explore? What you can do 1 at a time, and this can all pretty much happen simultaneously. You are going to send your dice that are on the eyeball. You're going to send them to your citizenry and either take $2. There is a limit of 10. The expansion increases it, but I don't know.
I think it's like
whether we're supposed to. What?
The original one.
The original one, no. No, I'm saying the expansion increases it from 10. The original is 10.
Oh, we got those little...
We've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, but I don't know if we add them now or not. I'm hoping I encounter it at some point. Anyway, there is a hard limit of whatever the top is, normally 10. Mm-hmm. So you put 1 die back and you get $2. Now, remember, you're gonna have to spend $1 to put him back. Yeah. So it's gonna cost you. You're gonna get 2, but it's gonna cost you 1.
Right.
But that's one of the easiest ways to get money into the game. You can also use eyeballs to scout. That is where you draw a tile from the bag, and then you will place it underneath your existing developments or your existing planets. You can also abandon tiles. So if I decide I don't want to make this planet anymore, I can ditch this to the bag and draw 2 tiles from the bag. Discard. Normally I would draw 1 tile. If I want to discard both of these, I'm going to draw an additional 2 tiles. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to look at those 3 tiles. I'm going to put them in whatever order I want them in. But that's the only way that you can change the order of what you've got built here.
Mm-hmm. Or if you find an ability, of course.
Right. And then when everyone is done with the eyeball stuff, you take all those abandoned tiles, if any, and throw them back in the bag. They don't go out of play. Develop. If dice are on develop, you're just going to basically put those dice on the development. If it is created, boom, you put it up here, and then you can start taking advantage of its power. Colonize, same way, but for planets. Any dice that are used, go back into your citizenry. Produce. these dice on produce are going to become goods. And basically, when you do produce with a die, you want to try to make it match the color of the world you're going to put it on. If a world is gray, it does not produce anything. Like her 6 world and her 1 world here. They're not going to produce anything.
It's so lame.
You can never produce on those planets.
No.
But I can produce on this 0 or this 4 or this 2 when I get it built. You want to try to make the die match the planet. There are also purple dice. Purple dice also match anything that it's on, because they are specifically good for shipping out. There are like 4 different 3 different ship? Yeah, they're consumption dice. There's 3 ship, an asterisk, an eyeball, and a develop on this die. Mm-hmm. So, the purple comes in an expansion. No, the purple does not come in expansion.
Regular.
The orange comes in expansion.
Yep.
The blue comes in expansion. Blue also matches cyan, so that's good to know. There is also a hierarchy of which dice are better. When we ship, we take goods that we have on planets, and then we can ship them off. Again, you want to try to make this ship die match the color of the planet. So, let's say I want to ship this out. I can ship them out for dollars. I can ship them out for victory points. So, when I'm shipping them out for dollars, there's a hierarchy of goods. You notice the cyan dice I have, the cyan planets, they're crap. I can sell them for $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. The brown planets, when shipping from a brown planet, it's $4. Shipping from I believe it's a jeans planet, it's $5. It's like a bio planet. And an alien world is the best. It's $6. That's what you have, an alien
I can't
die.
ship from there though. Yeah.
You have an alien die. You don't have an alien world. But those are the best if you can ever get those. The aliens, but they're the hardest to build too. These little blue worlds, they're pretty easy to...
should also mention that each world can have up to 1 produced
yes,
die.
Each world can have 1 die with that little goods face on it. So this would be really good for me. Like if Steph sees this, she knows I'm probably going to ship here pretty soon.
Ship, yeah. So
exactly.
I might want to try and get my 1 planet with produce on it.
Exactly. So let me do an example like this. Let's say I ship out. Ta-da. Now, it doesn't matter if they match, if the dice color matches for purposes of dollars. If you want to do dollars, I can just put this ship with this and say, hey, I get my $3.
Huzzah.
Take them, put them back in the citizenry. Same thing for this. I'm going to take these, that's $3 more, put it in my citizenry. The reason why you want to get them to match is for purposes of victory points. For victory points, a ship action is going to give you 1 victory point. Plus 1 if the good matches the planet. Plus 1 if the ship matches the planet. So, this is the way I count it. 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way to count it.
And if
you have it like this,
you get 1.
1. If you have it like this, 1, 2. 2 matching, 2 victory points.
Yep.
And that's how to take these victory points out of the pile. There are 24 points in this pile in a 2-player game. When this is gone, triggers game end. In the base game, also 12 planets or developments. We already start with 3. 12 will trigger game end. In the expansion, I think it's 16.
16 with 2 players anyway.
So, this many points or 16 developments triggers game end.
Yep.
So, and so we talked about this, and then, spoiler alert, this is going to be how we upgrade our orb die. All right, that is essentially the base game. And you guys will see how all of this interacts. So, you want to try to just get dice from Citizenry and Cup, dice from Cup doing stuff, more worlds, more developments, and you're good to go. Now, notice when I've got these goods out here, I'm not rolling them.
Right.
They're stuck here.
They're stuck.
So, there's a really nice interaction between where your dice are at any given time and what you want to do with things. So,
I also want to point out that if you're going to try and learn this, BGA is not the easiest.
It's not the easiest. Play it with someone who knows how to play, and they can help you along.
I would agree with that.
And play it with no timer.
No timer for sure, because the way the interactions work are a little bit funky.
Funky.
Yeah. Funky Brewster.
But it does things a lot automatically.
Oh, it does.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what she's saying is, when you tell it to ship, be sure to click on the die, click on the world specifically, or if it'll just do everything randomly and you're like, that's not the one I wanted to put there.
Yeah, you just want to be,
You want to be really careful with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, on to the expansions. So, after that, the Ambition expansion came out. It was the first expansion to Roll for the Galaxy. You didn't even have that in your little preview thing. That introduces the Black Leader dice, which are treated for home dice for most purposes, and it included the Entrepreneur die, which is the orange.
Very good.
Very good. It also includes objectives. The objectives, like I said, are optional. It includes several new tiles and new ways to get dice. There are also things with 2 dice faces on it. Here's the thing with the 2 dice faces. If a die face shows 2 phase icons, you can assign it to either of those columns. Reassign powers could be done on the worker based on whatever column it's assigned to, but during the reveal step, if this worker is assigned to one of those phases and that phase does not occur, it's going to go to the other phase automatically. So you immediately go to that other phase if it occurred instead of back to the cup. So that might be super helpful considering the black die has a lot of phases like that. When you use a leader die in Consume for purposes of victory points, a leader die always matches the world's color, either as a good or as a shipper. It's always going to match. An orange die will never match.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So let's say I had this, and this. That's 3 matches right there. That's 3 matches. I've been doing that a lot of it. She's saying, let's do this. And I go, this. So let's see here. If an effect reduces a player's credits to 0 during a phase, after the effect is done, you don't have to wait till the end of the turn, the end of the round anymore. But it has to be something that reduces you to 0. It'll pop you right back to 1.
Okay. Well.
So let's see. Objectives we're not going to use. Mostly that has a lot of tiles that this
tiles,
adds.
Yeah.
There's also some BGG promo stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
then hard. Rivalry occurred. And this was
Rivalry is a huge expansion.
Rivalry is huge.
It comes with a lot of stuff.
It introduces those dark blue Pioneer dice.
Yes.
Oh, the if you're curious, the green is genes, the yellow is alien technology, the brown is rare elements, and my crappy little cyan dice are novelty dice.
Oh, yeah, it says it on our player sheet.
So now we're up to what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 colors of dice.
It's rainbows.
You love Rainbow-licious.
It's literally all the colors.
Yeah, the red are military. So that's sort of cool. And they're all good at certain things. Like military's good at colonizing and developing. Colonists on the green dice. The green dice are called Gene's dice. Yeah. They're good at colonizing worlds. So they're really good at that. The dollar faces. If a die shows a dollar symbol and finishes a task matching its displayed face, return it to the cup, not to the citizenry. So that's with these dice. Mm-hmm. It says during a sign and reveal, the dollar sign symbol of a worker face has no effect, but during the phases if this happens, return it to the cup, not to the citizenry. But no, that's when if you're not playing the deal game or the orb game. We are playing the orb game because we have got these.
Yeah, we're gonna use those.
So we're gonna use the dollars for the upgrades. But just so you know, that's how it was normally designed to be used.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever used it like that because I've always played with the orb game.
It's fun.
Yeah, because I love changing these out.
Customizing your stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Doo-ba-doo-boo-boo.
Running out of dice. Colony ship. The find points we don't need. Reveal timing we don't need. Tile completion we don't need. All right. Customizable dice. Both the deal game and the orb game uses customizable dice. Notice we've got this cool little arrow. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
You do not use the arrow side to pop out these faces. It turns into a wild and crazy die. Thank you, Shrey.
A wild and crazy die.
So you might think that you use this little pointy end. No, you use this end. It's got like a little blade looking thing in here. So this is very important. This is very important for those of you who have never played a game with the customizable faces. Do not do it like this and just pop it out. Put a finger over the top of it, then
pop it.
Then pop it out.
You know
Otherwise,
it will go.
It will go underneath.
It went poop. It went right down my girlfriend's
poop.
shirt.
You had a girlfriend?
Well, you know, yeah. She's a girl. I'm like, wow, that's a good shot.
So that's how to do it. Let's see.
You'll poke your eye out.
You'll poke your eye out. There are talent counters. These can be used to simulate any die. If you don't use it by the end of the game, boop, it's a victory point. How cool is that? So that's good to know. In the deal and orb games, every player gets an additional reassign power to reassign one worker to the deal phase. That's that thing that was at the top. This thing that I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, now all of us have that power now. Yep. We can reassign one worker to the dollar for free. But that's if that phase even occurs. So, the deal game has this really cool board and uses...
It's so colorful.
It has a... If I can even get it underneath... This really cool board. So, you actually have a game board. And then you're trying to deal dice on the open market, this, that, and the other. So, yeah,
I definitely want to play it one day. I haven't tried it yet.
Absolutely. So we've got all of that stuff off. You could play the deal game and the orb game, but we didn't want to complicate things our first time through. It is a lot. This is already a lot. So in this game, with the orb game, we're going to roll and customize an alien orb die. Why is it alien? Because it's a yellow.
It's yellow.
Like all the alien stuff. So this game adds that research phase. That's where the $ phase is. Notice on our alien die, we have 2 with the $ phase. We have 2 with the reassign, which lets you, it's called assign. You may reassign one worker to any phase. And you've got explore. Act as if you have an extra white explore die to use during the explore phase.
It's not bad.
So that's sort of cool. Those are all not at any level of die. I mean, that's not even the first level of dice. There are... every researcher that you have produces 2 upgrade points. For 1 point, you can swap one of your initial faces for a 1 dot face of any technology. Notice all of these technologies have a number of dots up here in the corner. Can they see the dot on there, Steph?
Yeah.
They will have a number of dots. That's gray. That's a 1 dot. That's a 2 dot. Notice the 2 dot is a little better.
Might have better luck with the player aid.
Might have better luck with the player aid. Notice that they will have. It's a little hard to focus. They'll have 1 dot on some of them and 2 dots on some of them, and 4 dots on some of them. So you will upgrade these as you go. But in order to go from an initial die, let's make sure I'm in focus here. In order to go from an initial die to 1 dot, it's going to cost you 1 point. If you want to swap an initial face for a 2 dot, it costs you 2 points. Going from a 1 dot to a 2 dot, how many points? 1. I'm just making sure you know. A 2.
But it has to be of the same color, right?
No, I'm talking about points.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yes, of the same technology. Yeah, that's what you're trying to get at. Yes.
Right.
If you're going from a pink 1 dot to a pink 2 dot, it costs you 1.
Right.
We're gonna get to.
Yeah,
we're
trying to make sure you
yes.
follow what I'm saying.
Swapping a 2 dot for a 4 dot costs you 2, so it's 1 point per dot. There are no 3 dots, so you're going from a 1 dot to a 2 dot, usually to a 4 dot. Mm-hmm. You can cross grade from a face to another face at the same level, meaning you can take a pink level 1 and change it for a white level 1, and that costs you 1.
So, like, if you're at a 4
this
level...
is similar to what Dice Realms...
Dice Realms. It's very similar to Dice
very
Realms. So we can't wait for that game, too.
Has all that been...
It's announced. It's been announced.
All of that's been announced.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And it uses this exact upgrade methodology. So you can cross grade for 1, but it has to be the same level. If you've got a utility arrow face, meaning there's an arrow face that's pointing to another face, you can alter the direction of it. You see this little thing right here? It lets you turn the die to one adjacent face to whatever it's pointing to. You can alter the direction, but it costs you 1 point. That's just to take the face off and put it on a different direction. Cost you a point. And last but not least, there was one other one. Oh, you can downgrade to a lower level face, possibly changing the technology for 1. So, you can indeed run out of faces. You can trade these out for like yellow clone dice if for some reason one of the die faces runs out. At the game end, you're going to get 1 VP for each level 2 face, except for the utility faces, the ones that have those arrows pointing to another side of the die.
Yeah.
You're going to get 2 VPs for each top level face, which are the 4s usually, or in some cases, no, they're always the 4s. They're called top level faces. So those are worth 2 points. Initials and the utility arrow face scores you nothing. The clone faces will score as the faces that they point to, because obviously the only way you get a clone face is if you run out of dice. All right, I think that should.
So what's really great about the upgrading is that you can basically customize it how you want. Like if Michael knows he's going to be like producing a lot of blue or producing a lot of, shipping a lot of blue.
I'm going to want to have the ship sides.
You're going to want to have the ship sides, exactly. There's a lot of really great things you can upgrade here. And maybe I want to do a lot of building, so I'm going to go for development settle or go for like talent. I can see if I roll this green face, I immediately gain $2. That's like really good.
Wow.
So that getting extra money is always good.
And this always goes to your cup. It never goes to your citizenry. You'll always roll that with everything else.
So what's the talent counter again? It's just a wild. It's whatever I want it to be when I want it to be. The yellow tile.
Which one?
Other side. These little, the talent counter.
Gain a talent counter, yes. The talent counters are basically it's a wild anything, and if you don't use it,
you get 1 point at the end.
Then you get 1 point at the end of the game.
I feel like I'd probably be using it. There's always that one time when you're like, I need one more to complete this world, and
yes,
like,
and you need it.
I need it now. All right, I think I'm ready.
I gotta say, this came in one of the expansions.
The new one, yeah.
The new ones. The old ones, they're probably up in the expansion box upstairs, but they were smaller.
Yeah.
These
great
are fantastic.
See the customized die on it?
Yeah. It's got the little alien die on it. So the cool thing is that they make sure that you're taken care of. When it was smaller and they changed the dice faces, they gave you stickers to go over it. And that's fine because that's all it needed.
It's all it needed.
This needed more. They supplied you with new ones.
It's great.
It's got everything on there. No stickering needed. So
it's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All right, I need to put these back in the right spaces. So 2 on here, 1, and 1 in the cup, blue in the cup, 2 blue in the citizenry. How did I? Oh, I accidentally put one. No, that does go in the cup.
Cup. No, you
I'm
don't
missing...
get it yet, though. You haven't built it.
Oh, I haven't built it. Sorry.
Yeah.
That in the cup, 2 and 1 in the cup, 2 in the citizenry, 1 in the citizenry.
There you go.
I'm good.
Good-ish.
Good-ish. Now, let me introduce people to my world. When I scout, that means when I'm taking tiles out of the bag, I get $1 every time.
What?
Look at That's like, what?
That's so good.
I know it's so good. So
that's why you wanted to like go searching for all your old stuff.
No, it's just I was ready for. No, I was just ready for it. They're like, okay, so among all the expansions, there are 31 different ones. That's why I had Dot choose the ones that we had, and I didn't want to have to go through that process again.
You could just like
and they were both on
and
top.
go like here.
So, game designers, shuffling tiles is a pain in the butt. Just so you know, if you do have a game that has shuffled tiles, give a huge bag like this. So that you don't have to worry about shuffling. You can just pull from different areas of the bag. And even then, it doesn't work great. But, we get by. It's tiles. We love tiles.
We do.
With this, I just gained a dude in the citizenry. With this, I just gained the 2. I start off with a buttload of dice. So, I will announce these as I build them. What do you get, Steph?
During the reveal step, after flipping over the phase tiles, which are these. I may reassign one worker assigned to an unselected phase to a selected phase. So, if I have a random guy here and it didn't get selected, I can move it to scout because obviously Michael's going to be scouting.
Maybe.
And I got some extra dice.
Technically, this is Explore.
Explore.
In which you can scout
Correct.
or stock.
That's right.
Stock is more money.
It is money. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
And you gained a Pioneer die, which is cool because the Pioneer die has $2 signs on it. Oh. Which, that is...
research.
That's research. You love research.
We can always put 1 in the research. We may, as a free action, reassign one worker to become a researcher every turn. Every turn. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to be worth 2 points per dude we put over there. Now, keep in mind, we've only got 1 of those alien dice. Right. There's only so far we can push it up.
Well, I mean, there's a lot because there's 6 sides and they can
there
go
are 6
up.
sides.
They can go up, but yeah.
Yeah.
But as you said, every level 2 you go up on a die is 1 point. Is that what it was?
It's just 1 to go from a. It's if you want to go to a base to a 4, it's 4 points.
No, I mean at the end of the game. Orb dice.
So it's 2 victory
1 point
points
per 2 dots.
Yes, basically yes.
Yes, and 2 points for 4 dots.
Except for the one with the arrow. Notice it's in brackets. Yeah. You do not get
points for that. Because it's already so good.
It's already so good.
Yep.
Because you're actually saying, go to where that arrow points to and resolve that phase. If your arrows loop, stop turning. That's what it says. And nothing occurs. And that's all you got. Don't put your arrows in a loop. I mean, who would do that? So, all right.
Roll them dice.
Roll them dice. And we don't know what the
until after we do it.
Yeah. Our Dream Crush player over here, which we didn't get his name.
Oh, are we supposed to first roll the yellow die and see other people's yellow die results?
You must remember that from playing with James and Susan.
I don't remember, but I kind of remember. I don't remember, but I kind of remember.
Each player rolls in front of the screen. Roll. Each player rolls in front of their screen. It either has an immediate effect or affects a specific phase. Oh, if you're rolling ahead of players who are still doing the previous round, roll your alien orb die behind your screen. Shift it in front when everyone's finished the previous round. I don't know any players who play it so asynchronously that they're a whole round ahead.
No.
So,
Money.
Reassign.
Money is immediate. Move your alien orb die, spending 1 point.
So this happens during assign, meaning I can't do it after reveal. I have to do it as I'm doing all of this stuff here. So
I get to upgrade it right now. Right now, Michael. I'm going to get this.
So you may improve it. What?
I'll take this one.
The $2?
Yeah. I'm going to get lots of upgrades. So see, now I do this. Boop. I'm just going to put that over there.
You said boop.
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 Alright.
Alright, then it says do not re-roll it. Place it in your cup till the start of the next round. But you can't do it right now, though.
Right.
Now, wait a sec. They're saying... So basically, when this roll happens basically at the same time this roll happens. So basically, just roll all your stuff.
Okay, I did.
Alright, so technically, you could probably see my stuff.
I
so
can't.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
You're not.
Don't worry
look.
about it.
Don't look.
Stop cheating.
Stop cheating.
Oh.
You're cheating.
Oh.
Cheater, my cheater face.
I know what you're gonna do.
Do you?
Yep. What am I doing?
You don't know. You're cheating. You're looking at my stuff.
I'm really not. Trey's like, why did you pick these starting things? They're so stupid.
Why'd I pick what starting things?
Well, that's what Trey's saying to me. All right.
What starting things? What's stupid?
6 and a 4.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Because I'm stupid. All right, ready?
No, I'm not.
I leave for 3 minutes. Y'all are cheating?
Already?
No, just him.
Just me. Not me. I'm not the
I
doing
want
the
the other
cheatings.
emotes.
What other emotes?
Derek wants the other emotes. He wants the dead face. He wants the
I want them too.
The dead face. I like the dead face.
I love this. No thanks.
No thanks.
All right. I'm going to move this out of the way.
Trey, if you're out there, if you want to do a
Prediction.
poll prediction for who will win, roll for the galaxy. I already upgraded my orb die once, so that clearly means I'm going to win.
Clearly.
Are we ready for this?
Yeah, this is a friggin' waste. So, you knew I was gonna do that. Number 3 happens, and what else happens? Ooh, we have a lot that happen. Bloop.
So this doesn't even happen?
No. You have to actually make it happen, Chick.
So after the reveal, I can assign one of these to...
Actually...
Oh, this actually goes here.
Yes,
and
the other one actually goes there.
Does that happen before this happens, or is it my choice? It doesn't matter. I want it. That's fine.
Let me read it. You may reassign from an unselected to a selected? Well, that's a good question. I don't know which one would take precedence.
Could be my choice. All right, you guys can predict who will win. Looks like Michael already has 25
Galactic
points.
Forecasters. This is a reassigned power despite occurring during the reveal step. Shift the 2-phase dice. Then use Galactic Forecasters. So that
happens first.
a selected phase, yes.
Alrighty.
That happens first. So
Well,
that is indeed clarified in the rules.
That's just too bad.
See how quick that was easy to find that? That was good.
Alright.
Scott said, what about good luck?
I'm going to throw this back and take 2 tiles.
You didn't say good luck. All right, throw back here.
Good luck. Even though you're probably going to be doing that too.
Yeah, I am.
So, like, if you did 3 scout actions, right? If you did 3 scout actions with those 3 dice, do you get $3 too?
Yes.
Wow. 1 tile.
You're like drawing from like the nether reaches of Satan's armpit in that bag. Goodness. So I'm just going to get 1 tile.
Ooh.
So throwing this dude back. You know what? I might just take $6 because that's more stuff in here, which is always good. All right, I'm going to do it once.
What? Nobody wants to vote who will win?
What kind of crap is this?
Is anybody out there? No, there's 25 channel points for Michael, I think.
What?
Who will win? Michael. Nobody thinks I will win. I used to be good at this game. Long ago.
That gives me $1.
Oh, he put a little...
A little St. Patrick's Day hat on him. Yeah, so cute.
Yours doesn't show a poll? It's who you can predict. You have 2 minutes left to predict. You can't vote.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Why? Why can't you vote?
I probably can't vote because I'm a mod. I don't know.
Oh, Dan is a mod.
I don't know if mods
Maybe
can...
Dr. Sign is a mod too.
Oh, Shrey says Dan is a mod. Mods can't vote. Well, kick him out of being a mod. You don't know. Don't have to do that.
Dr. Sign might be in a country that doesn't allow for vote. Oh.
What? Didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh, because it's considered gambling.
It's considered gambling, maybe.
All right, I'm going to put that there, I guess.
No, it's USA. Why can't you... Are you a mod? Cancel. No, you're not a mod. You don't have a little sword next to your name.
All right, yay.
No gambling here in the Deep South. That is strange. Maybe if you refresh
This
the
is
page.
This is Deep South. No, not Deep South.
Or
this
if you're on your phone,
slightly
sometimes
south.
it's like weird if you're on your phone.
Yeah, does it not? Yeah, normally you hit the trophy and it should. Now, if there's no trophy down there at all, I've had that happen before. Close your Twitch, start it back up.
Yeah. I was thinking just refresh the page.
Right.
I have 4. Hey, look at this. Boop. Alien robot scout ship.
Did you just now get that?
Yeah.
Did you just now draw that?
Well, yeah, I did it with this.
What kind of crap is this?
Well, what did you expect from me?
Better.
I get a yellow in my cup.
Yellow in the cup.
Boop.
Boop. Then what? Is it?
That's it.
Wow, you can put 2 whole dice in the cup?
Woo!
You're freaking crazy.
I am rolling.
I'm putting 6 dice in my cup.
Well, because you have a special awesome power.
It's like freaking
I get
ridiculous
2 dice.
awesome.
So that means I have 3 dice for next turn.
That's bad.
Yeah, try refreshing the page. Refreshing the page did it. Hey! And it was vote for me. Even better.
Oh, man, what kind of crap is this?
+1 to exploring.
If it happens.
Is that a threat?
Yes. That was a promise.
Whatever.
25 to 10. It ended at 25-10. 35 whole points are in the pool.
Nobody wanted to vote anything. Dang it, people.
Dang it, people. Dang it, Bobby.
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 Okay. Very good.
Is it?
Not really. I am like super duper loopa duper.
Super duper duper doo.
I've got another prediction for you. I'm ready when you are.
Ridiculous.
We have to save our points for the challenges. That's right. So you're basically saying what Alex doesn't say. You're the opposite of Alex, because Alex Sorrow song. He's like, I have to save my points for the predictions. Bobby the Squash is a great guy. That's really right.
Who?
So it's a character that Ross on More Games Please created, and it's just like the squash with the face on it, with double face. He's got a happy face and an angry face, and then he's just like there. He's like your friend. He's like he's like Booger. He's like the mascot. Bobby the Squash.
Okay.
Are we ready?
No.
Oh.
I'm ready. Boom! We're definitely gonna go do that. Nothing. Oh,
not necessarily. You have to roll it.
I actually didn't have to use this. I could have put the because I've got the reassign power. I could do this,
well,
which it has equal chance of happening and not happening. So yeah, I need to roll this.
Right. It might happen.
I can't even tell it's in there. This thing is so. I'm like, is it? Yeah, it is in here. Nothing.
Boo! Dice sucks. That was my only hope.
So, I have 5 dice on here, which is enough to make this 2 and this 3. Look at that. That's fantastic. This didn't happen because of my cup.
Alright. Is it me now?
Gain a novelty die into my cup. Can you pass me a novelty die?
What's that? This?
No.
This?
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 Yes.
This is cyan.
That's a novelty die, yes. And then I need an entrepreneur die.
That?
And $2. That seems good.
I have 6 points of researching to do.
Good luck. I'm going to go ahead and buy my dice back.
Well, you need to give me these things that I want.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want 2 level 1 greens.
2 level 1 greens.
And a level 4 development.
I don't know what that means. I need colors.
Beige. This stinks. This stinks. And what? This stinks. Boop.
Wow, that's like so good.
Boop. 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 Ready.
Seems good.
Yeah, but I only get 1 die next turn, so it's not great.
Yeah, your mistakes might have been made.
They were definitely
on your side.
made.
So, yeah.
Whatever. I don't have any money. How do you get money in this game? You don't.
You do. You actually have to do that phase that you don't like to do. Oh, look, I got a free thing
I get
here.
$2.
How cool. Oh, yeah, I should put my little dude down so you guys can see where it is. All right.
I got a die.
I get a free one of those, but it can wait.
I put it where I want it. No, well, yeah.
I may improve your orb die and then don't re-roll it and put it in here, but this is used. So this and this should happen at the same time.
Well.
Well.
Well, what do you put on his head? Oh, the bandana. I like the little leprechaun hat. That's so me. It's so stylish. This is like the worst turn. Don't be me.
Yeah, don't be you. For sure, don't be you.
Derek gave me all these like booger emotes and they're so good and I want to just like use them all over the place, but there's only so many. I don't know how to get the dead one. I think you have to be like a level 3 subscriber or something.
So nobody's ever going to get there. They're all going to do level 1.
I know. Until I'm partner. When I'm partner, I get 5 more open spots.
All right. So here's another way you can convince her to open up a spot to put that one in there. Yeah. For people who are subscribing at level 1, have a bunch of people talk at once. If you have a bunch of people talk on the stream, that increases your number of emotes that you get. I don't know what the number is. We're going to have to look that up.
I think I've already unlocked it. So
no, there are multiple levels. Every level you get another one. So yay.
Maybe.
Yeah, totally. That's how this works.
Ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explore.
Ta-da! You did explore? Actually?
Well, I need money.
So we get that. It was there already.
And you're producing, so that's
Why,
good.
yes, I am. So this totally works for my setup here. I wish you guys could see all my dice here as I reveal them. All right. I need to upgrade my die. And I don't even know what exists. So I sort of need to do that while you
take my $2.
Take your $2. That was more than $2. Oh yeah, you got $2. You did it.
I did.
So what do I have? Act as if you have. Wow.
I know, it's really good.
A lot of good ones here.
The ship action is really good, especially if you're going for it. Go for it.
The ship phase occurs this round as if a player had selected it. Wow, ship is... That sort of sucks, though, that I've got to, like, show that that's gonna happen. That top level one, it's... Yeah.
Seems really good.
What?
Derek and his emotes are just going crazy.
I mean, I am already kind of ridiculous with the emote usage. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You got to embrace it. So I get 1 level, and I'm going to get another 2 levels. What?
Just keep doing it.
Oh my goodness.
It's like copy paste, copy paste.
My goodness.
No thanks.
No thanks.
I like that though. I like the game time. I can take out the game time if you want a different.
Act as if I have an extra home explorer. Well, that's not bad when I want it. So that's going to be 1.
Yep. A lot of really good options.
Yep, I'm going to have to figure out where all of this goes. All right. So I've got 4 things to ship off-world. Oh, no, I've actually got to do this too.
Yep.
I should probably fish. But then I only get 1 die.
Well, no, you get 2, right? If you fish.
Yeah,
you
but
get
I need to get more dice.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah, I need to do that. All right, so 1, 2. And then these will never match. It doesn't matter. But that's going to end up getting me money later. So that's fine. And then I get 2 points.
Yep.
To spend.
2 points. But it could be like a level 1. It could be a level 2 for something.
I think I'm going to do probably a 1-to-1.
Or you can upgrade the one you've already upgraded.
Got a dig for that one.
Dig, 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 dig. I get 5 dice.
Those out there. You get 5 dice what?
I get 5 dice from going into the next round. Yay!
Finally, you get a few dice. I like this sus one. All right, I get 3 dice back. 1, 2, 3. What was in there? Nothing. Nothing was in there.
All your dice were used.
A lot of them were.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Rolling the big one.
$2 for you.
$2 for me.
I get an upgrade. A double
you
upgrade.
Get 2 upgrades.
Wow. Let's see. I'll take a level 2 blue green.
Taking a level 2 green.
Yep.
One of these?
Yep. No, I'm just gonna go like this. That's it. Rerolling these. Okay. What'd I get? What'd I get? What am I doing? I rolled it. Oh, I already did that.
I can do that too.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm goodish.
Might have to be goodish.
I'm goodish. Goodish. Who's winning?
Who's winning?
Michael has a lot of planets out, so
I've got 10 points. You've got 6.
Well, I've upgraded my die, so it's hard to evaluate that at this point.
Yeah, maybe. All right, reveal.
Yay!
We're gonna get the phase that we wanted. Oh, and the ship phase is definitely. I didn't even need to set it there.
Well,
but
I
it's
actually
happening
picked
anyway.
research, but that's fine.
You picked research. So that.
Yes.
So, I am going to fish in the bag and get a buck.
I could just take $4.
What?
I could take $4.
You could.
Oh, what do I do? No, I should take tiles. No, I should take $4. Because I am already so far behind.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. So good for you.
Yeah, do you want to know why this is good?
This is purple dice.
Even better. You may return this tile to the bag to put the top world in your construction zone, as long as it's not yellow, into your tableau. Boop! That's going to be so good.
It's awful.
Preview. It's going to be fantastic.
Wow. I am screwed.
I am screwed. That's what happens for just focusing on that big thing over there.
All right, I'm going to take a level 4 green. And a level 4 settle.
You're going to have to give me colors. I don't know what that means.
White. of a floor.
I've already said that before, though.
Yeah. Are you getting this back?
Oh, I thought I gave it to you. Did you not take it?
No, I had to exchange it for the one that on my die here.
All right. What am I want?
Which way do you go? Which way do you go?
I'm going to do this for $4. I'm going to do this for 3 points. Thank you.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Okay.
3 points from me.
Wow.
And I'm getting all my dice back.
I'm spending $5 to get 5 dice. Wow. Wow. Roll better, Steph. Alright. Big die.
Big die.
I get 2 tokens, please. 2 special tokens.
You may not use those for your primary. Do the game.
I'm ready when you are.
Shoom.
I'm ready when you are.
Here we go. Do it. Looks like we're going to do this 18 times. This switches.
Yeah.
Then these go back to my cup.
Yep. I got all the explorers.
I see that. Let's see. We do have ship. And that's all we're doing. Just those 2 phases.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Put this in there so I don't put it in my cup. All right. I got three explorers.
I don't like this one.
I'm going to have a lot of dice in the cup.
I'll take 2 tiles, please.
I'm taking 1 tile. That's going to give me 1. What? You're taking 2 tiles.
2 tiles.
I'm not going to go into Satan's armpit for you. I'm just going to get you 2.
No. Thanks. Then what?
Then what?
That's not bad. Oh, that's like my favorite one, but I'm not doing that this game. All right, 2 more tiles. If I'm interrupting your play, you can just always hand me the bag.
Yeah, maybe.
You may rearrange all tiles in your construction zone. Gain $1. Well, that's pretty good. Green dice are
It's not great.
not really what I want, though. Alright, so in that case, I'm going to kill this, and this. I'm killing 3, so I get 4 now.
4, 6.
Thank you.
4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
So this is my 3rd time doing that. Ship $1 if you have the highest cost worlds of all tableaus, you need an extra $1. That's not bad.
5 victory points.
Produce.
Thank you. I took 5 victory points. It seems good.
This seems good. This and this. I need. Wow. I'm gonna keep all these. Alright, give me 1 more tile. 1 more explorer.
You mean the tiles that are like right next to you in the bag? Those?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, those. Oh, I had one more of these I could have done.
Oh, thank God you did not find this tile. That's all I'm saying. Let's do this.
I guess I will just take a tile to keep it all fair and then take that die and put it in my cup.
Put it in the cup. I only get 3 dice next turn. Ouch. But I have lots of things to do. So that's good.
Seems great. All right.
2, 3. I get 3 dice. Boo.
I have 10 dice in my cup.
Well, this is why I lose this game. So hopefully you didn't predict that I was going to win. Sorry about your money, Dr. Sign.
I get a reassign.
I get 2 tokens, please. Thank you.
Isn't that cute?
Hey, there's points. You collect your points. I collect my points.
That's true.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Fools again. Don't know how, but don't know way. Oh.
Oh.
Use some of these nuts.
These nuts.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Not ready.
I'm just gonna use one. Just kidding. JK, just one.
Yoo-hoo. You're distracting me like crazy.
What'd I do?
Singing.
Don't listen to me.
I'm trying not to. There's a problem.
I'm a good person.
I didn't say you weren't. However, it's still distracting. That does not change anything any bit.
Dice, baby. Ding, 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 dong. Sorry.
I can wait here all night. I've got 10. Some of us have 10 dice to put on the board.
Have 3.
Yeah. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Using my reassigned power.
Yep.
Ta-da! I have every phase except for ship. Yeah, oh, you have like a phase. It's so cute. I mean, it's like you got like 3 little baby dice here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Ship is not happening.
So, ship is not happening. These are not happening. This is not happening. Well, I've got 5 dice in the cup again. All right, 2 dice here puts this 6 out. Gain 2 consumption dice into my citizenry.
What's a consumption?
The purples. And then 3 dice here puts out 2 more planets.
I get 1 die next turn.
I need another blue die. And another blue die.
I don't know how you're supposed to get money in this game.
That one goes in my cup. This is like, fantastic. I can like put another blue die in my...
Dan, you're not helping.
So this goes
Shut
in here.
it.
With my $1, I put 1 blue die in my cup.
Me.
And this goes back in the bag.
Look how pretty that is.
Hey, Drew, subscribe.
Thanks for subscribing, Drew. I feel like you just subscribed like yesterday. Has it been a whole month? You're amazing. Thank you. For 5 months. It's awesome. More dice, yes.
All right.
I get 1 die.
You get 1 die. I get 1 die.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take the
I get
white
1 die in addition to all of these dice
I
that
gotta
I've
fix
had
that.
from a previous turn.
All right. Well, you roll and do your stuff because I
I
have
put this up here. You need to fix that.
It's fine. You can. I got it. I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing even without it.
Yeah.
I got you.
I know what I'm doing.
What are we doing? We're doing this?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, I get 1 die. I can put it wherever I want.
That's probably true. Oh, boom!
-2. Guess what I rolled. Guess where this is going.
Guess where that's going.
I got my -2 to development, so.
So that's a big hint. I need to like upgrade this thing twice.
All right. Well, you can roll all your dice and do all the stuff. What's next stuff? I don't know. So what this says, all your developments this phase require 2 fewer developer actions to complete. So guess what? I'm going to use my special bonus as well.
What's your special bonus?
These tokens.
Oh.
So all of my tiles are at a -2.
Minimum of 1. Yes.
Right. That's why I'm using my special tile.
I bet.
So it's like I have a second die.
No, these are things that Shrey bought us.
These
nice
are
dice cups.
Amazing dice cups.
What's the brand on it?
What's the brand?
In case someone wants to...
Dice cups.
Yeah, no, it's not the Dice Cups brand.
Professional. I'll look while you do your rolling.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I'll look. They're really great.
They're really great.
Are those cozies you're using? No.
Not cozies.
What are they called? They are these vibrant color dice cups. Game night pack professional.
It looks really good.
I'm looking for a name. It comes with dice too. It says Bry Belly. Bry Belly. And
well, this is not great right here.
Oh, it's gonna do this, yeah. Default. Oops.
I don't know what you're doing.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good. Nobody saw anything.
No.
Oh, everybody's breaking they're gaming the system because we had to restart. So now.
Oh, where's my jokes?
Time to caffeinate. Thank you. I will. Missy trying to spend all her channel points.
An astronaut. We're talking about, alien dice and colonizing worlds and stuff. An astronaut is making coffee aboard the ISS. He turns to his crewmate and says, "Dang, I can't find any milk for my coffee." And the crewmate says, "In space, no one can. Here, use cream." Come on. Meow. Where's the emote? Where's the emote? Where it goes right over the head. Crickets. Come on. Where is the right over the head?
I laughed, but you
right
couldn't
over
hear.
your head. In space, no one can hear you laugh, I guess, too. My goodness. All right, I'll give you a better one then. Why do atheists have a trouble with exponents in math? Because they don't believe in a higher power. Come on, it's a math joke. All right, I give up.
It's kind of funny.
With crickets, but kind of funny with crickets. It's even better with the. Actually, one of the fist bumps. I'll take that as a thank you. There's Derek's face.
Steph's face.
Wow, this is like really bad.
It's fine.
No, this is like really bad.
I'm gonna get 1 die next time too, so don't worry about it. Every time I get one die, I don't know how to get money in this game.
Well, you don't need a whole bunch of dice if you're using these all day long.
Oh, I have this now.
What is that now?
If explore happens, I act as if I have an extra home die, so I can get $2 if there's an explore action that's chosen, which is really good because I need money so bad.
If that happens,
if it's gonna happen, Michael.
La. Mike, what? Who's Michael? La. Michael. La.
Michael. La.
La.
La la la.
La 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 la.
No, you have to focus. Focus.
I have to focus what?
Focus. Are you done?
I am focusing. No.
Focus.
Focus. Well, you say focus and you say you're done. I'm like, I'm busy focusing.
Focus.
What'd you just tell me to do?
2, 4.
All right. Reveal. I'm going to do this despite my better judgment. What do you do?
Develop, obviously.
I want this.
This. No!
Neither one.
No!
2 cup.
That's so bad for me.
I should have already done this.
Yeah, you should do that.
Where's my pick?
Boop.
I got a pick and grin.
Boop. Boop. Oh, that's true. No, that's never gonna happen. I got space tourism.
It's never gonna happen.
People told Beethoven he would never, that he wouldn't amount to anything by being a musician, but he never listened.
That's right.
Legit. I put out my alien uplift blueprints and my space tourism. If ship had gone, I would have got an extra $1.
A whole dollar?
Dang it.
You mean a whole dollar?
You know what? The fact that I have only $1, one more dollar would be great.
Toss that in the trash pile.
To the trash.
All right, I've got 4 ships to do,
Four ships.
will be like really easy because
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah,
Boop.
pretty easy. And 1 die.
Oh, me too. Hey, I'm gonna take the white die because it doesn't matter.
Because it doesn't matter because you have 1 die.
That's right.
All right. Roll the big one.
Not develop.
I got
$2.
Another increase on my thing.
$2. But it doesn't mean I get 2 dice right now, which is the sad part. But I automatically get $1 every round. That's right. I just wish it was more than $1. I rolled this. It doesn't matter. I don't really have much choice right now.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Boop.
I know it doesn't matter because...
I'm choosing
Ta-da!
explore.
So these really don't matter because we're only going to do the 2 phases we need to do. Actually, it does matter for you.
Sorry, what was it? Yeah, it does matter.
It was the circle dollar, I think. Let me see if I can find it on the... I think it was the circle dollar because we weren't doing it.
No, but now I have buildings that trigger off of the actions.
Phases.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, do you need it?
No, because you picked ship, right?
Yep.
And I picked explore.
Yep, I'm definitely just going to ship these things.
I need the tile bag.
The tile bag. This.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's see. Do I want to kill these? Yeah, I'm going to kill both of these to draw 3.
$4.
Draw 3. Make them good because I need good things. What's this?
This? 3, 6, 9.
These are all terrible. How is this happening? Taking 5 dice. Alright. Okay, and you did chips. I actually got an extra $1, so I get 6.
Get them.
Yay! I got some dice. Dice. Alright. I'll see you later, Matt.
Rolling. Nope. $2.
I get an upgrade, which will be what? I'm gonna make this a level 2 brown.
Is this brown?
Beige, yeah. This. Okay. And then rolling my dice. What do I get? What do I get? Bad, worse. Like really bad. Worse. Oh, that's not so bad, I guess. Alright, I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Okay.
Do I want to risk it? Yeah, I'm going to reassign. I'm not going to risk it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, cool. I'll take tiles, please. This will probably affect what I do.
Back in the cup.
I get 3.
Back in that cup. Two dice.
I wish I could reorganize this shit.
Family show.
Sorry.
But not. Alright. Are you done?
No, now I gotta do develops, which is like all of these go like here. And then I get 3 back. Oh, I actually get 2 more dice.
Did you get them?
Yep, I did.
Alright. 2 more bucks.
You knocked your blue die.
Doesn't matter.
I get 2. I got them right here. Alright. Oh, this is so bad. Wow. Could this be any worse? Dang. I don't think I have much choice. All right.
Ta-da! All right. Looks like we got this phase and this phase And this phase. Is that right?
Okay. This happens.
I get 4 points.
Yeah, that die is just sitting there. I need to do something with this. I get 2. Alright. I'm gonna make this.
I'm going to make this.
Alright, it's over.
It's over.
I'm gonna make this
What's this?
a 2.
That is a 2.
I mean a 4. Alrighty. That's it, Michael.
That's it.
Kick butt.
I don't know about that.
Took some names.
I don't know about that.
Let's see what happens.
Those are jokes.
They're dead.
They're recycled.
Alright, want me to take notes over here?
Yeah, sure. Take notes over there.
Alright, Michael, what's the first thing?
What's the first thing? The first thing is add up all of these things.
Yeah, you have them all. 24, right?
These things.
Oh, yeah.
And this is more than 24. So
Right.
these things. And then add these. $45.
Yeah.
What do you get?
24.
I guess you get these left though.
I get those,
And
yeah.
that's it.
I get 4 for this.
This,
Well, I get points for that.
So what is it?
Um,
Half of your total base reassign power development cost.
so I just get 3.
What's your reassigned power development? This one is one of them.
Right. And then I have this one, but it's just 1 point.
Rounded up, so 4.
Oh, I do have 4. Alright. That's something.
That's something.
So what else you got?
This.
You count them already?
No. You don't, don't count the number of dots. Just count. Because you don't get anything for 1.
I thought it was every 2.
Every 2
Oh, so
or 4.
That doesn't get me anything.
1's get nothing. 2's get 1. 4's get 2. As far as I can tell,
Yeah.
that's all that it is.
Upgrading the dice wasn't as good as I thought it
Well,
would
it is
be.
if the game goes, but I spammed to the end
Yeah.
because I knew I'd have to. I basically got rid of those, and I think Meeple Grande should tell the jokes from now on. I'm more than happy to do that. But
Yeah.
it should tell you something, though. Laura's the one that asks me to tell the jokes. So she can get jokes from Drew anytime she wants. She just has to turn to him and say, "Oh, I need to give you my points for this."
Okay, well, do it. You already beat me, so it doesn't matter.
4. Really? That's all I got? 4 points. No, 4 points. Yeah, 4 points. Like I said.
So you got 49, I got 39.
That's not as far off as what you thought it might be.
Yeah. I needed more dice. I had too many turns with nothing happening.
Oh, this is points too, right? You'd use these as points? These are
I
points?
got points, but
Oh, that's good.
it would have been better if I used all 4 of them here
So,
on
yeah.
this
yeah.
and then made it happen.
Highly recommend some sort of a tray. This is a Plano tray. Highly recommend something to organize this stuff. You can fit everything in the base game box if you have some sort of an organizer. Mm-hmm. And even if you don't, I mean, these would go in baggies just fine. So, now, Steph, when you take these off and put on the things over there. Don't do what whoever did it when we last played with James and Susan. Make sure they're on opposite sides. One of the dice was incorrect.
Yeah, if I used all 4 of my points to boost this, I would have got 5 extra points.
That would have been good. Yeah.
I still would have lost.
It still would have been good. I mean, it's good to see those strategies and go, yep, that's what I need to do.
I thought I had another turn, but it didn't matter because I didn't have any dice for the next turn.
Well,
so
I almost ended it the turn previous, and I was like, dang, I can't do it. So that's why I paused for a minute, because I had some dice here and some dice here. I'm like, I'm not going to risk not shipping. You know, I'm just going to produce as much as possible, knowing I can probably end it the following turn for sure. It would have been a risk if I had halfway done it. Can you pass me my dead token, my little, my orb base die things? So as long as these go on opposite sides.
I love these new dice cups.
They're fantastic. We're going to put them in a place that's easily accessible so we can always grab these when we need them. I mean, they're either leather or fake leather on the outside with velvet on the inside. And, I mean, listen how... That's fantastic.
A big difference.
I mean, normally... So this is... Shreya's like, it's going to be a lot better putting them in these. Listen to this. That just gets on everybody's nerves.
So...
That's a huge
It's like if you walk into a game day with a bunch of people, you're like, oh, they're playing a Roll for the Galaxy over there.
Because you can hear.
You can hear the cups.
Weirdness says, ouch, sorry. I mean, that's why we did it. That's why Shrey got it.
Shrey is awesome.
Yeah. And then we're like, we have to use these.
We have to.
And we got them, today? You got them today?
Yeah, they came today.
Today.
Good timing.
So that was a reason why we had our Roll for the Galaxy problems. Anyway, this is one of my favorite games.
And we'll have to figure out how to play the other version.
I love Tom Lehman.
The other...
Tom, if you're listening, I love you, man.
You don't have his micro badge, though. Not really. No, I'm just kidding.
Hope to see you at the gathering at the next con or whatever con you go to. Yeah. Hopefully you're all vaccinated up.
Yeah.
But, I love this game. It's always good for a quick play on Board Game Arena. It's just... I don't know what it is. This game has all the good interaction. Totally fired race for me. I think everyone says that they love race over roll because they say that this is too random. I say that this is less random than race, in my opinion, because if you want your dice to do certain things, you get certain dice to mitigate those chances. You have the reassign powers to mitigate all bad dice rolls. And because if you end up in race, you're too much at the whims of the cards that you draw. And it's just, I mean, if I'm going to play race, I might as well play, I'd just as rather play San Juan.
And the Geek Up Bits.
I love the Geek Up Bits. The Geek Up Bits, high quality plastic. Highly recommend these things. Big, chunky plastic bits.
And these are some of the cheaper Geek Up Bits.
Yes. Hey, Pook is rating with a party of 5.
Thank you, Pook, for joining us. We just finished Roll for the Galaxy.
That's right.
And I got
Roll for the Galaxy from Rio Grande Games. I just now found this out. Jay Tummelson pronounces this Rio Grande Games. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? I thought it was Rio Grande Games all this time. If Jay Tummelson says it's Rio Grande Games, it's Rio Grande Games. Roll for the Galaxy. Definitely highly recommend it. Play it on BGA. See if you like it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's really, really good.
But play with someone who knows the interface. Trust me on this.
I definitely want to play the second part of the expansion, the deals. Maybe we stream that at some
Yeah,
point.
we need to
too,
play the deals. Yes.
It looks really interesting. So.
And we need to play with the objectives. The objectives adds more. The deal game adds more. It's just, there's so much in these 2 expansions. It's fantastic. This is just 2 expansions. I think I'm not sure, but I think we've got the BGG promos.
I think they're mixed in.
I
would be surprised if they're not mixed in. Let's just say that much.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had like tons of copies of Beth. tons of that promo. I wouldn't even be surprised if they were making more expansions for this. But they don't really like say like what's coming and when, because they just kind of we played Dice Realm so long ago, and they're like, it's gonna be out at the end of 2019.
Well, then like, COVID happened,
and then everything just kind of made it postpone even more. So much dice.
So much dice.
So much dice. All right, we're gonna end this. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
See you in a minute.